Ginsters, tinsters, where'd you get those pinsters? Hello and welcome to It's Tony and Ian, the podcast, episode 3.
Hello,
the date today, should we...
28th.
28th today of November, 2017, still 31.
Years of age.
Yes. You're with Tony and Ian, and we're going to be taking you through for the next 15 minutes, and we're just going to give you an update of what we've been up to as a team. We're just having a couple of beers. We've had a little spaghetti bolognese.
Lovely. Delicious, thank you.
Delightful. No, quite homemade? Right. Lovely. Yeah, it was homemade. No additives. You know when you get like a packet or a jar?
Sure.
None of that.
All handmade.
Rubbish.
Whose was the recipe?
There's an Italianist restaurant called Ask. And it was from theirs. Oh, Ask at last.
Do they have their own... have they got their own like range of recipes as well?
Yeah.
You've tried it in store, now cook it at home.
Yeah.
Good sales tactic. Yeah, don't come in next time, because you know the recipe.
Everyone buys a £10 book and never goes back to the restaurant.
They're funked out there, haven't they?
Yeah, they've forced out. And to be fair, I don't think I've been back since.
No need. Did you pay the tenner and get the recipe book though? Any good? What other ones have you tried?
I mean, such a little... I don't want to use the word jiffo because it is derogatory, but such a little thief. I remember going in years ago, and we knew they had them books on the side, and they're actually like as decorations.
Yeah.
So while you're eating your meal, I remember while I was eating my meal, I was like, "Oh, this is delicious." I saw the recipe book. I was like, "Well, I'm not paying a tenner," so I flashed through to the recipe I looked and took a picture of it on my phone. But yeah, in the end, I thought I'll pay the tenner. So you know, everyone's winning, and you won because you got the spaghetti bolognese out of it.
Delicious, thank you very much. Yeah.
Which isn't even one of their main recipes. It's just like a side recipe. It's like a base sauce in order to make like meatballs and things.
Okay. I mean, it's not one of the more It's quite, as far as Italian food goes, it's fairly basic, I suppose.
Yeah,
but delicious nonetheless.
No, yeah. I mean, I've been to Italy a few times, and they don't tend to do spaghetti bolognese. Yeah, twice I've been this year.
Did you and Rachel go as well?
Yeah, went to Venice. Been to Venice recently.
Can we talk about that?
We can talk about it now if you want.
So how was Venice?
It is an absolute adventure. Yeah, it's
how long were you there for? Like a week?
4 days, I think. 4 days in Venice.
Is 4 days enough?
Yes, I'd say so.
Yes and no, or just yes?
Just yes.
Depends what you're into.
I mean, if you want to swim every canal, then no, probably not. But if you just want to walk around and see the sights...
See some sights.
I tell you what. So, I booked us a gondola. Very kind of me. Just for me and her, a little romantic tour. It was a little present.
The wife, by the way, married?
Yeah, married now.
No,
yeah.
Have you done one since then?
I don't know.
Mr. and Mrs. Rachel and Tony Gillam.
That's right. Don't say names.
Husband and wife. Too much?
Yeah, we don't.
Edit that.
Going out.
Leave that one.
Yeah, who knows what he said then? Don't look back. So anyway, so I booked us a gondola trip, and I can tell you how much they are. And it's like a fixed price throughout the city. There's I think there's 300 registered gondolas in the city.
Gondolier, I like that.
Yeah,
like a chandelier. I think you made that up, but I like it.
Gondola. There's 360 gondolas.
But I don't know 370 gondoliers.
Yeah, is that the plural?
No, I don't know, I'm guessing.
Oh, right, fair enough.
Just copied what you said.
Okay.
I like it though.
I don't know what the singular is. So anyway, there's 350 odd of them. And they all got their own boats and they're well maintained. And the guy, I went online, found out who I wanted, rang him up. We've got this little...
Do they get like reviewed individually and stuff?
Yes,
so you can pick
people were saying, speak to Luca. And then I've had a little research, found it, Lucky Luca. Bit of a promotion for him.
What's his surname?
It's just Lucky Luca 66.
Lucky Luca 66.
Hotmail.com. So, I mean, Italian gondolier, and I recommend him. He's a lovely bloke. And we went there. It's €160 for an hour.
Is it really?
160.
That's expensive.
Yeah, and that was before the curfew. After 7 o'clock, so I did 6 till 7.
Nice.
Get my money's worth.
Romantic and thrifty.
But the time of year we went, I looked up online. One of the most romantic things I've ever done.
Then, is it?
No, the time
you
of year.
You were like October though, weren't you?
Yeah, but it's that expense throughout the year.
Oh, fair enough.
But the time of year we went, I looked and it was actually sunset roughly.
Okay.
And no one wants to be going around Venice when it's pitch black.
Yeah.
I mean, the lights, I suppose, but it meant the sun was coming down. He's floating through these canals and things. Very nice. But there's this bit, so there's this like St Mark's Square, I think it is. Is that the main square? And
what pigeon shit there?
Yeah, you're not allowed to
feed.
Don't feed the pigeons. Well, you get arrested and things. I think.
Do you really?
It's illegal.
For what reason?
Because what happens is, and Rachel saw this. when old ladies, oh, hello there, can I have a donut, please? Yes, certainly, I'll just put it in this little hand cup for you. They go walking around the streets of Venice and suddenly a massive, 10-foot albatross comes down.
It's to train the pigeons, basically, and other birds.
And they're massive seagulls, ultimately. And I think they brought the seagulls to scare the pigeons off. They were, brought in. And, of course, the seagulls realised, instead of, eating a dead pigeon or hunting them or whatever they did, it's easier to attack vulnerable children and women.
Tourists. Just having a good time.
So, if you book ahead, get the gondola ahead. Had our own little canals. He took us down the little back streets. It was lovely. But if you're not careful, you go to the busy part. There is literally, like a bus queue, there might be 10, 20, 30 people in this queue, if not more, during the height of summer, I would have thought. And all you're doing is lining up, waiting for a gondola. And because they're all bunched in, it's literally like a taxi service, and they don't tell you about the city and things because it's so crammed. So they're just talking amongst themselves. Right, and we're going to play Lonely Boy here. This is by the Black Keys. We'll be back after the break. Oh, what a great song.
Brilliant.
That is Lonely
Bloody good story, that gondola one. Story we can share.
Welcome back. And you're listening to It's Tony and Ian, the podcast, episode 3, I'm pretty sure.
Turned out to be non-family friendly, that last story.
I think we finished the last story. Anyway, we got busted on.
Moving on. Can I jump over the story?
Yes, go.
Talking about non-family friendly, now I'm going into this.
Go on.
Story of road rage. So, today...
Can I just describe Ian for the listeners? He's not a road ragey type guy. He's not a big man as such.
Well, I'll tell you a story about road rage in my general direction.
How tall are you? 5'10"?
Yeah.
And a little dainty little hands, a little feet,
Weasley.
a little biddly. Oh, his little soft face, little hands can't hold butter. Go on, Ian. Continue with the story.
Well, obviously I've got 2 stories here now. This is just going back, sort of, from what Tony was just saying. Now, this was when we used to work at Cambridge, and there's a certain roundabout, leaving work every night. It's busy roundabout. Now, we obviously used to be in the wrong lane every single night, and then cut back in at the last minute, because you're not waiting. No one likes waiting in traffic, come on.
Well, I'm against that to a certain extent. I don't like it when people, because ultimately, if everyone had that attitude, there'd just be mayhem on the road.
Don't get me wrong, so I wouldn't let someone else in.
Right,
but you have to plan the week. Maybe you just find a gap and get in there. Do you know what I mean?
I'm all down for an opportunist to a certain extent. If someone's quick on a roundabout, I like that. Even if I've got to touch my brakes slightly, I'm okay with that because I think fair play.
Well, it keeps it flowing, doesn't it? If everyone was dawdly old people,
but at the same time,
no one would get anywhere.
I don't think if you're in a line, I don't think you can just whip down the other lane and then whip in.
Well, there's 2. They merge. You can still find them. Anyway, so that's fine. We used to do it every night for 2 years.
Yep.
Mostly worked out okay. Sometimes you were forced to Ely.
Or you could cut him back. You could cut
back in. No, we've got to take it, for fuck's sake.
And then you have to go down the road and turn back on yourself?
Yeah, and then sit in loads more traffic, approach the roundabout. But that
so suddenly, the time you probably saved...
That's correct, yeah, it takes you a lot longer. There's another one we used to do, there's 2 little naughty manoeuvres. There's another one coming towards the Burwell Quay turning.
This ain't going to mean a lot on the
well, okay, well, there's two.
Anyway, yeah.
2 lanes. One lane is a ridiculous amount of traffic, and the other one's got 3 cars in.
Hello?
The idiots sit in the long lane.
Yeah.
You obviously have to nip over.
The idiots.
That's going
to Or the law abiders, is also known.
Well, yeah, but
The polite, the weak.
Okay, so this particular day, we have cut in front of someone.
Yeah. Oh.
He didn't like what we were about.
Oh, dear.
He hated it. He was northern.
How do you know this?
Well, he
his number plate.
He ended up pulling next to us.
Did you say R2 or something?
No, he ended up pulling up next to us.
Right mint.
Wound down his window down.
Oh dear.
And started shouting. We had our window up, and he was next to my head, shouting loudly.
Was he?
And we were all just in the car, facing forward. There's 3 of us in the car, just one big angry man.
Is he a big lad?
Yeah, he's big enough. He's angry though. It makes people, he's very angry. We were just sat forward, and he's shouting, still shouting, "You fucking, I can't believe..." And then eventually, sorry, can I help?
Well, you turned to face him.
Mate, it's weird, he's right next to us, we've wound the window down. Hello? What the fuck are you playing at? I'm not sure what you mean. Sorry.
What the F are you playing at?
Thanks.
What do you think you're doing? Oh.
So that's how that went down. That's an example of how I react to road rage.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Oh, God, it's so demeaning,
So,
though, isn't it?
I know. He was angry, though. Anyway, so today's story. I'm on the clock tower at Newmarket. I'll tell you this, yeah? Busy
go on.
roundabout at... who's going to listen to this? At the end of my working day. 3 o'clock. Laugh out loud. No, it wasn't. A bit later. 5 past or something. So anyway, approaching the roundabout.
Yeah.
It's getting dark, actually. And I was coming from Fordham Road. It won't mean too much. But anyway, turning left. I heard some honky brake lights. Now, these two cars...
You've heard
so
brake
not
lights?
honky brake lights. I've heard a horn.
Right.
I'd heard some loud horns going off.
Oh, no.
So there's two cars that... Now, it's one of them weird... Sometimes on roundabouts, they sort of have 2 lanes going off into one. And you can sort of squeeze 2 cars.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a free-for-all sometimes, but quickly going into one, if you know what I mean. You can squeeze 2, but they pretty much go into one. So 2 cars have gone round at the same time, side by side.
Yeah.
Both, one was in the correct lane in their opinion, the other one wasn't, or whatever. And they're both...
They're not marked, though, these round...
No, it's not marked. It's a bit
it's
of a
the top of the
free-for-all.
town, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
They're
marked.
going straight into Wickham BP sort of thing.
Yep.
And neither of them obviously wanted to back down. Usually in that case, someone would either whip in front of the other one, or someone would drop behind, so that,
Yep.
they both accelerated next to each other.
Oh.
And I could see them both speeding up.
Oh.
More horns, and neither one was letting the other one in, and they were just side by side. And as I was coming out, I was like, oh, here we go. They've both slowed down to a stop.
Yeah.
Another 50 yards down the road. White van, man.
Yeah.
And, not that that's, matters, but it was. A little white van, some Mondeo. So the van was in front, so he stopped. Now, I guess the other guy was forced to stop, because he was behind him. I don't know how much play. He's got out of his van. He's he's steamed over, and he was shouting, swearing. He was out. He was ready to lash out. He was ready to punch, mate. The other one did a bit of a me. He didn't. I don't think his window came down. I think he stayed put. Probably sensible.
Yeah, it probably is. Right.
Van full of tools.
Let me tell you
and
about...
then eventually they've drove on behind each other.
So I'm going to
still.
piggyback on your story. I'm going to tell you a little
Please
something. And it's always me bragging to a certain extent.
You did it. You knocked someone out.
No. I do. Right. So I do Krav Maga, which you know about.
Well,
and
explain.
That teaches. It's like a martial art that teaches you.
Is it the Iranian military or something like that?
Yeah. I think that's where it comes from.
Hard as bloody nails. If you haven't.
Yeah. If you want to imagine
Massive
me,
hands.
6'1", beef, massive, built like the brick house. Okay, not really. I'm a weedy little man, but one thing I've learned, right? One thing they train you is if you don't have an ego. So when you see 3 lads walking shoulder to shoulder down your side of the road, there's nothing stopping you, and you think they're in for trouble. There's nothing stopping you crossing the road or turning around and sprinting away.
Yeah.
Don't try and squeeze by and suddenly boulder shoulder barge one of them, and suddenly it all kicks off. So with what I've done with road rage, I don't get involved anymore. I can see when I could before. I'd be like, right, I'm going to slam on the brakes here and or I'll push them off the side of the road.
Yeah. Well, it's not those 2 cars there. So
exactly. Yeah.
One of them could have just said, "Well, I'll let him go."
Exactly.
Yeah.
So now
that's ego. That's thinking, "Well, I'm not letting him go."
Exactly.
Well, I'm not
so
letting
through
him go.
training now, I literally something switches on in my head and I go, "No, leave it."
Very calm. He's in touch with his own internal chi. Meditation.
And then as I let him go,
efficiency.
I open the window and I just become one with nature for 5 minutes.
And then he actually thanks him. Thank you. As he drives off.
I have had it before though, in the past, where I've been side by side with someone, he's gone off a slip road, and it always makes me laugh. I just see this little hand do a little wanker slide out the window.
Just wave to them, just do a happy wave back, that makes them even angrier.
Believe it or not, Ian, we're actually out of time. We've only done 2 things for 15 minutes.
That's right, it's been a lot of fun.
It has been a lot of fun. Have a lovely weekend, whatever. We'll hopefully do
Tuesday,
podcast 4.
So, yeah.
But you've been listening to Tony and Ian, the podcast.
Tony and Ian.
And I'm going to send you out with
just one more thing to know.
Bob Dylan. Go on, quick.
Next time we're on, Tony will be in a different job. We'll save that for next time.
Yeah, until next time.
Thank you.
So this is Odds and End by Bob Dylan. Really enjoy. Thanks everyone. Bye. Bye.